Hello everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to another video about Assassin's Creed Origins. So before we hop into this one, I do just want to preface that this contains minor spoilers, not even spoilers, but you could find it spoilers. It's the achievements list / trophies list of Assassin's Creed Origins. So if you don't want to know any of the trophies, because you don't want to be like, oh, this person, you kill this person, or like, this could happen, I don't know, but you might as well, if you just want to go in completely blind, then don't watch this video. But if you wanted that, then you probably wouldn't have clicked on a video that said achievements list, possible spoilers anyway. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into it. So first off, I do want to say that it doesn't seem like the trophy list is necessarily complete. It seems like there could be some more secret trophies, because at the minute there's none on here that are classed as secret trophies or secret achievements that normally show up on an achievements list. However, I could be wrong, and we don't know just yet. Anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into them. So the first one, obviously, is earn every trophy. The second one we have is complete the prologue, which is called First Step. So there's going to be a prologue in the game before you sort of make your way into the main game, probably teaching you all of the sort of gameplay elements that are going to be in the game, as well as presenting you the story and initial sort of motivations for Bayek. Next up, we've got a few achievements that are related to the main story, starting with I'm Just Getting Started to complete the main quest Aya, the Sea, complete the main quest Pompeius Magnus, the Scarab, complete the main quest The Scarab's Lies, the Hyena, complete the main quest The Hyena, the Crocodile, complete the main quest The Crocodile's Jaws, the Lizard, complete the main quest The Lizard's Face, the Siege, complete the main quest The Aftermath, Wake Up, complete the main quest Dream Sequence, Almost There, complete the main quest The Final Weighing, and The End, complete the last quest. So as you can see, these are important points during the main quest. As it says, you obviously have the first one being Aya, which is one of the first quests, I would assume. You then have Pompeius Magnus, and this obviously refers to the military leader Pompeius Magnus, or Pompey Magnus, who was killed in Egypt in around 48 BCE, I believe. He was actually, I'm pretty sure he was assassinated, so it makes perfect sense that that lines up with Assassin's Creed Origins. So, you know, you would expect that to be something that obviously takes place. Now, this being one of the first sort of achievements, and the fact that he was assassinated in 48 BCE would lead me to believe that the game starts around 49 BCE then. Like, it's not going to go any further back than that, although we did have things that said 51 and 52 BCE. I believe we're apparently not visiting those, unless, of course, that happens within the prologue, and within Just Getting Started could encompass a 2-year period, like Assassin's Creed 2 had, you know, a couple of years that would just skip over, you know, in one sequence sort of thing. So that could be possible, but that means this one right here takes place in 48 BCE, I would assume, unless we're not even killing him. Maybe we don't assassinate him, but who knows. Then obviously we've got things like the Scarab, the Hyena, the Crocodile, the Lizard, which are the 5 sort of, or 4, sorry, sort of Templars with the different, or Order of the Ancients with the different animal titles. Obviously the Scarab, Hyena, the Crocodile, and the Lizard, which is very interesting, and those are going to be 4 of the main targets we're going to take out over the course of the game. After that, we've got the Siege, which to me looks kind of like Alexandria, like the lighthouse. It could possibly be the Siege of Alexandria, in which the library was burned down. I think that's very, very possible that that's what we're seeing there. Next up, we've got Wake Up, which is complete the Dream Sequence quest, and you can clearly see the icon is a snake, meaning that it's probably the snake that we saw from the initial trailer, which would lead me to believe that the snake is part of a dream sequence that happens at some point during the game, of course. Then next up, we've got Almost There, which is complete the main quest The Final Weighing, which sounds super interesting, and obviously the icon is an apple of Eden in that sort of thing with the Horus heads. I think it's the Horus heads on each of the sort of legs that are holding it together, which looks freaking awesome. Just seeing the apple there in the achievement thing, it gives me this Brotherhood feel. I don't know why. It just makes me feel like Brotherhood, just due to the apple sort of being there in the achievement box. I really like that. I'm so interested to see what the story is going to be like. And then, of course, the last one we have is The End, completing the last main quest. The icon appears to be an assassin symbol at the top with some text over the top of it, someone writing a letter. Whether that be anything to do with the story or not. I feel like it's got to have something to do with it. However, I'm not entirely sure. Moving on now to ones that sort of encompass gameplay alone, we've got I'm a Legend to be equipped with only legendary equipment, which is probably an achievement that's more focused on the end game. I'm Done Learning, activate a master ability, which means obviously just to activate one of the 3 master abilities within the skill tree. Overheating, witness raining bugs in the desert. Obviously, that's got to be something to do with the mirages and shit. Witness the raining bugs in the desert, and it's called overheating. Obviously, if you spend too much time in the desert within Assassin's Creed Origins, you're gonna start seeing mirages and shit like we got from that original leak, which is awesome to see that actually came to fruition, and mirages and shit are gonna be in the game. I fucking love that terminal. I love it so much. Next up, for those about to die, complete all arena events in the Crocodilopolis arena, which sounds awesome. So we're gonna complete all the events in that arena. Next up, we've got Fatality. Finish an arena boss with an overpower attack. Next one up is Ben-Hur. Win the first Hippodrome tournament, which is obviously the chariot races, which is going to be interesting to see. Then we've got Road Rage. Destroy an opponent in the Hippodrome race. The Harder They Fall. Defeat the War Elephants, Katesh and Reshef, which sounds awesome. So there's going to be war elephants that are specifically named and you have to defeat. I would assume that means they could be around the map in certain places, somewhat like the legendary ships, and you fight them, you're like, oh, here's one of those elephant bosses, and you fight an elephant. That could be very, very possible, which is freaking awesome. Next up, we've got Slasher, kill 3 enemies with 1 hit. Obviously, that would be ways to do with a spear. You're just going to charge up a heavy attack and kind of swing and try and hit 3 enemies at the same time, killing all of them. Hopefully, their health will be low in the first place, which sounds, you know, pretty good. I like these achievements and the fact that we can sort of think, oh yeah, this is how I do it, sort of thing, which is cool. And last up from this section, the Arrow Whisperer, kill an enemy with the Predator bow for more than 60 meters while controlling the arrow. Next up, we've got Words of Wisdom, complete all the Hermit locations. We don't yet know what this is, but that's very interesting nonetheless. Next up, we've got Circle of Life, feed a predator with a corpse, and I like the icon looking like sort of you got the lion on the edge of the cliff and someone falling off, very Lion King style with the circle, be called Circle of Life. That's really cool. Next up, 7 Farmers, complete the side quest 7 Farmers. The Festival, complete the side quest Lady of the Slaughter, which leads me to believe these are going to be relatively important side quests, possibly, but who knows. Next up is Shadow of Egypt, kill 10 enemies in a row without being detected. Smash, destroy 100 breakable objects. I Know My Land, defog the whole map. Raiders of the Lost Tomb, just complete a tomb. I Can See My House from Here, reach the top of the world in the Black Desert Territory. I'm not entirely certain why that's relevant. It's probably because the Black Desert Territory maybe is next to Siwa, or maybe genuinely don't know why that's relevant. Next is Setup Date, bring a tamed lion to a crocodile. Sounds super interesting. The next one, which is super great, is Where's My Black Flag? Defeat 8 ship captains. Of course they'd reference their old game. They fucking love fan service. I fucking love the Black Flag team. Then we've got Reporter, take 1 photo in 5 different territories, obviously being with the photo mode within Assassin's Creed Origins. Next up is Overdesign, kill a poisoned level 35 plus enemy with a torch in less than 30 seconds. That is a super interesting achievement, super complicated, and that'll be interesting to do. Next is Free as a Bird, use the Eagle for a total of 30 minutes, 30 whole minutes of Senu. You're just gonna have to switch to Senu and then just leave the controller down and go and do something else. Watch some anime, I don't know, and that'll be interesting. Next up is Triathlete, swim for 1,500 meters, ride for 40 kilometers, and run for 10 kilometers, which sounds like that one's going to be sort of completed sort of as you play the game. Next up is Boom, kill 30 enemies by shooting a fire arrow at an oil jar. Rider's License, use all types of vehicles at least once. I find it so strange they've called it use all types of vehicles. Why didn't they say all types of mounts? Why'd they use vehicles? Next one is Old Habits, complete all locations. Run for your life, run away from 3 fights with a hippo. Sounds pretty self-explanatory. Next one is Elementary, My Dear Bayek. Solve a papyrus mystery, which sounds really interesting. That's going to be fun to do. Wonder if those are going to be, you know, there's going to be clearly some form of riddles, possibly similar to the Subject 16 things, but who knows exactly what we're going to be in there. But it's nice to see we're getting those riddle type things back in the game. Hopefully they're more like Subject 16 and less like the Nostradamus enigmas. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Sell 100 trinkets at once. Namaste. Use Dawn and Dusk to make time speed forward 30 times. You still need 8880. Reach level 20. I have no idea what that means. Why is the title, you still need 8880? Interesting. Next one is Stargazer, complete all 12 stone circles. Master Diver, complete 15 underwater locations. Defy Authority, defeat a Phylax. Handyman, craft 20 items. And Roar, tame a lion. So that's all of them, all of the achievements we have so far for Assassin's Creed Origins. I assume that's all of the achievements. Very, very interesting. We got some good ones there regarding gameplay, collectible things, side quests, and story missions. Very, very interesting. There are none there about the modern day, which I would not worry about. I'd assume that just means there aren't any achievements for the modern day, or there's secret achievements that aren't on the list that you'll unlock as you play through the game. Or maybe they're just not doing them. Like I said, maybe they're just not doing achievements for the modern day, which would be fine with me. That I don't need achievements for the modern day, because, you know, obviously those are spoilers. With every other Assassin's Creed game, however, we have had achievements for the modern day. I'm pretty sure without any exception there's been achievements for the modern day, even in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So that is interesting that they're not here, but I'd say that's probably because they're trying to keep it under wraps and don't want any of the modern day getting out. So that is going to be interesting to see that when the game comes out. It's going to be a huge, huge, huge surprise. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about these achievements. Do you think there's anything more secretive in them? I'll leave a link in the description to my source for the achievements. You can check them out for yourself if you want to. Stay subscribed to stay up to date on all things Assassin's Creed Origins, and I'll see you all next time.
You people have suffered too long. It's time we take a stand. Unite, 'cause together we're strong. Defy and take my hand. I'm hearing whispers on the wind, born from the shadows. Origins are these the flames I see.